What's changed on this sport model in 2025? 6-axis IMU. So yeah, lean sensitive traction control and ABS. Also, ride-by-wire is new instead of cable. So there's 3 ride modes with the sport and 2 with the other ones. Also, dual discs on the front, whereas the lower base version and last year's only have 1 disc. And those are Brembo monoblocks on there. 4-piston, loving them. Also, bar end mirrors there. Take a look at those bad boys there. And this is also new, although the haptics seem pretty good. I'm just not knowing if I like this there. Over here, still same, but a little different, but same. But overall, let's go over all these changes this year. New electronics with this engine. Of course, I mentioned the 6-axis IMU, and also the ride-by-wire is now the same ride-by-wire that's on the Aprilia RS V4 and the Tuono V4. So, yeah, it's a trickle-down effect. Piaggio owns Aprilia and Moto Guzzi. So now Moto Guzzi is benefiting from some of Aprilia's electronics. That's also nice. Now, this also has 20% more torque between 3,000 and 4,000 RPM. Loving that. Could I feel that? Yes, that was great. Loving that feel. Now, how does this feel on the street? Now, let's just roll on through the gears here like a normal person, nobody behind me. Like 50% throttle, actually using the clutch. Nice. Well, that's really nice. 1 to 100. Yeah, 62 miles an hour. Oh, beautiful. Typical Guzzi transmission or gearbox. You know when you shift. It's that simple. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, how is the marriage between the gearbox and the motor? Oh. It's hilariously good. That goes without saying. It is so good. And the torque delivery right there at 3,000 to 4,000 RPMs. It's beautiful. You just want to keep this engine between like 2,500 and 4,500, and it just sings. And you're in that sweet spot with the torque. It's awesome. And the sound. Come on. Oh, that's funny with that sound. Oh yeah, this engine and transmission is getting, I'm in love. It's definitely getting 2 thumbs way up for me. Boom, boom. The wind is hitting me everywhere, of course. It's a naked, so that goes without saying. But vibration in the foot pegs, well, not bad. A little more on the right than the left, but it's tolerable. In the hands, there's almost nothing, just the usual road feel coming up through the handlebars. But other than that, I could see doing some limited, hour here if you had to be on the Autobahn for an hour. And now I'm in traffic. But if you had to do the Autobahn, will this do it? Yes, it will. No problem. I love that sound. And you will be entertained once you get stuck in traffic like this. With noises like that. It just puts a huge smile on your face. It's that easy. Oh, yeah. The sound of a Guzzi. If you guys have never ridden a Guzzi, the sound is totally different from anything else. You're going to hear all kinds of pops and gurgles and snaps and snarls, and then whenever you hear them, you just go, that's funny. And it just puts a smile on your face. And I think Guzzi designs that in to all of their bikes. So on the Autobahn, yeah, 2 thumbs up, boom, boom. You're looking right at it, says preload right there. Preload here and preload there. Adjustable, 41 millimeters, 130 mils of travel. Now, if you get the base model, this is only a 40 millimeter KYB. That is not preload adjustable. Look at these bad boys. Yeah, 320 dual disc Brembo mono blocks. Beautiful looking things there. And this is an 18-inch tire there. It's interesting. Coming to the back, 120 mils of travel, just preload only. And those are 260s with a pair of pistons over there, Brembos over there to stop this thing. Now, how does this new bike or these new front forks feeling on this sport version on the street?
I'm liking these new front forks, these upside down forks. Wow, they're pretty nice. It's not jarring me to death. No, it's not doing that. It's holding a line. And I don't think I would adjust this preload. It seems like it's pretty well set for me. Like that went down to third and back. Well, it's kind of wet through here. That shaft looked. But this is nice. I'm confident, inspiring. That's what this is. And the front brake. Oh, nice. I like that Brembo 4.32s on here. Now let's try the rear. I've tried it, but not hard. Oh, that's terrible. That is the worst. I can't get it to lock up. There must be something wrong with it. Huh. That is the worst feel and worst feedback I've ever had. Yeah, on a rear brake. Wow. Huh. Well, there might be, it needs some adjustments. What is this guy doing? But there must be some kind of adjustment needed. But anyway, back to the chassis, the suspension. Overall, for this chassis, I cannot complain. It's an improvement, yes. Did they ruin this? No, they have not ruined this bike at all. Its attitude is still cruise. And now you can just cruise a little faster. That's all with these dual disc brakes and these upside down forks. That's all they did. So it's not, now you can just go a little faster. That's okay.
Look at that daytime running light there. That looks cool. It looks like some type of dark trooper from Star Wars. And of course, Moto Guzzi since 1921, although they've been making this particular V7 models at Lake Como since 1967. Well, they have a V7 motor. They started making really in 65, 66, but they didn't have the, call it a V7 model. They launched this in 67. Look at how this thing looks, though. That is just art on two wheels. Loving this thing. And then, of course, the shaft drive coming back here. And then you have the other shaft back there with these dual springs. Yeah, those are awesome. And, of course, dual pipes. Yeah. 780 mils off the ground. I would want a little higher. I would probably go for an optional higher seat, but there is enough room back here for your partner to sit there. No problem. Shouldn't be a problem on this thing, especially with the range. 21 liters. Yeah, this is 21 liters. In a world where all OEMs are making smaller gas tanks, Guzzi's like, no, 21. That's good. We can go for a long time. Stop and eat some pasta, and then go and stop and enjoy the view. Stop and enjoy this view. We don't have to get gas. That's the mentality. But with a 21-liter gas tank, this thing weighs 220 kilos. If you get the base model, the non-sport, it weighs 218. Why? Well, you've got the discs on there, 6-axis IMU, some of the electronics. But they also have lighter aluminum rims on here that they saved 1.8 kilos with this sport version, but it's still 2 kilos heavier than the base. You think that would kind of even that out, but it doesn't. Interesting. So how does this tank, it is filled up right now, how does that feel in low speeds?
This is a riot in town. Wow, in traffic. This feels much lighter than the non-sport version. I think it's the turn-in is quicker. It's lighter turn-in, does not take as much input. Some of you guys have asked me, what do you mean by turn-in? How much input does it take to start the initial turn-in? And also how much, how fast it does turn in. And it's quicker than the non-sport version of this. And this is 2 kilos heavier, but that's because of the unsprung mass on these two wheels. It's 1.8 kilos lighter, so these rims are lighter than on the other ones. But in-town riding, the posture at my height, 5'10", 178 centimeters, this is right there. I can see where my knees will get a little cramped over time, but riding in town, and I need to loosen up this preload a hair, that's all. But other than that, this bike is perfect for riding around at slow speeds. This is ideal city commuter. If you are going in the city all the time and the occasional country road, then this is perfect. This is. Guzzi nailed this. Nice torque too, at the right spot. Between 3 and 4 grand, they have 80% of that torque. Oh yeah. Guzzi have nailed this. 2 thumbs up in low speed maneuvers. Boom, boom.
This is, you're looking at the new switch gear here. It's okay. You can do your modes and change your ride modes and so on over here. This hasn't changed much, but this has changed. Notice right there, yeah, you got a fuel gauge there. So that's what's new with this year too. I still like they managed to get the turn signals in the display, the wings there coming off, and that's good haptics. I am liking this. It's good, solid feel. So even with a pair of gloves on, you feel that click. You feel that click. Then you don't have to look down. A lot of bikes, when I do something, I'm like, did I do it or not? And I have to look down. Here, you click, click. I don't have to look down. I can enjoy the ride. And that's what I like about this. Competition, I would say the Triumph 900 Speed Twin would compete against this and looks, although I like this, that looks good too though. And pricing is about the same here in Germany. Check with your country. Yeah, it's very competitive, although the Triumph is a parallel twin and this is an actual transversal mounted, even though the motor is longitudinal mounted. I like how this V-twin sticks out. Say, what do you mean? Yeah, take a look at those cylinders sticking out there. That's great, loving that. It's the 90-degree air cooled. That's one thing you got to remember, and shaft drive. These are straight cut gears in the transmission, so you hear them, but not much. Guzzi has quieted that down as compared to the 1300 GS or the 1300 Boxer. It's so noisy, the gear whine. Guzzi's quieted it down a lot compared to that. Overall, guys, yeah, you can tell I wear my emotions on my shoulders. Loving this bike. I would love to buy one, to be quite honest with you. If I was in the market for a retro-styled, middleweight, naked, cruiser-style city commuter, this would be the bike I would pick. I wouldn't take the Triumph over this. I would take this. There's no other. Okay, a Scout. I would do the Scout, but that's into the cruiser area, and it's a lot more money than this. Although the Scout 60 is just a That's the 999. That would compete against this also, but that's also a couple grand more than this here in Germany at least. So there's not much competition for this, and that's probably why Moto Guzzi has been making these since 1967. They did have a production halt there for a while, and then they started back up. 2008, I think it was, where they came out with the 1 and then the 2 and 14 to 17 or whatever, and then the 3rd, which I did a video in 2018. And that's, if you check my home page, that picture up at the top is the V7 Stone edition that I did back in 2018. Loving the looks of that bike. It's just like this, except that, well, this is the green. The green, I didn't like at first, but it's growing on me. Didn't think I would like it. Now, the only question is do you want the sport or the base model? So the base model does not come with the 6-axis IMU, not the upside down forks, only a single disc and a smaller Brembo on the front, but it is lighter. And the bar end mirrors, you have the stalks there with those, and a few other things. You can get the classic or the special, as Moto Guzzi calls it, and chrome out some of the accents on here. So you got the 3 models to choose from. I think I would still go with the base because I like that black, and also the blue for the base model. Oh boy, which one would I take? I don't know, probably the blue or the black. Depends on the day. I don't like this so much. It's growing on me, but yeah. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this review. As always, ride safe and ride like there's nothing to prove. Take care. Cheers.